We welcome everybody to the Two Dads Review teaser trailer podcast. Going to be shorter than our normal ones. My name's Clay. My partner in crime is Corey. He's on the other mic. You're here, right?
Yep, I'm here. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, it's nice. We're sitting here on the Saturday night before the ever important Sunday night that the season 7 of Game of Thrones starts up, and we're just super excited. And so we wanted to, since it's our first time podcasting, make sure we can actually upload anything at all to the internet. And we've already spent 45 minutes just trying to get audio recordings right, so this may not even go up. So we figured in lieu of season 7 starting tomorrow, we'd do a little trivia tonight. Little where are they now, in case everybody's forgotten what's going on, in case you're ready
good
to watch
Lord.
the show. Yeah, man, it's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna quiz you because I've already got it all pulled up, so I don't get to get quizzed on it this time. Sorry. But,
That's all right, man. I'm gonna be giving fake names for everybody. I'm not gonna remember the names at all.
I know you don't know any of them. It's fine. We know how it works. So season 7 starts tomorrow. So which house do you want to go with today? Which house do you want to start with? What's your favorite house? You got Targaryen, Lannister, Stark, Tyrell, and Martell. Pick a house.
I guess let's do Martell's because I don't really remember anything about him. That's the crazy lady, right? No.
Martell, which crazy lady? Oh, and Greyjoy. I forgot Greyjoy. I didn't scroll down far enough.
Oh, great choice. Yeah, no, let's do the Martells.
All right, so Martells. Let's see. They are green on this chart, and let's go to. Man, that's a horrible pick. There's like only a few of them, so like I'm trying to find any of them here is real interesting. How about you start with the Lannisters? Let's just start there. Let's figure out where all the. I think other than Alara Sand, I'm not sure if we're talking about the Sand Snakes or what. So I think that's where they're at. But
whatever you think's a good idea for me to choose.
All right,
that
so
we can do it that way.
I've got it. The Martells, they're the Sun and the Spear. That's their house sigil. I've got them now. So okay. Leaving season 6 and all the crazy stuff that happened at King's Landing, one person who's not a Martell left early, which was old lady Tyrell, Olenna Tyrell, and she headed over to Dorne to talk to the Sand Snakes and do all their fun stuff, trying to get them to come back over and fight against the Lannisters, which, as far as
and that's that little like female assassin group, right?
Right. One of the girls being the love interest of the Iron Fist. Just little trivia if anybody didn't realize that before. The dojo leader girl, she's one of the Sand Snakes. She's the one with the whip, just in case anybody's really wondering. Yeah, so their little alliance is formed. So we don't know where that's going to happen, but that's definitely going to lead into it since everybody's kind of just rolling for King's Landing, which is literally like a pile of rubble right now. Man, I cannot wait for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh, yeah, it's going to be crazy. I mean, because what's her face? She just blew the whole. She just got rid of everybody.
Cersei,
just blew everybody up.
I actually have a little chart here. It says that Marjorie Tyrell, the High Sparrow, and they both were the main ones that died in that blast. No one else really mattered in that blast. And then soon thereafter, not old, but young Tommen just took that non-hesitant plummet out the window when everything around him went to shit. So that was one of the more shocking things of the season. So he's dead too. So the only Lannisters you have left at King's Landing are Cersei and Jaime, which, knowing their relationship, that's the way they like it anyways. Everybody else is dead around them.
Well, yeah, and Cersei's now, she's just going to go bonkers on everybody.
Real bonkers.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I got no kids, nothing to live for, scorched earth bonkers.
Well, that brings up, let me scroll down here, because that brings up one of the websites that I pulled up. This happened to come from CBR.com, and it's 15 things you have to remember before season 7. CBR standing for I don't know. I just Googled things to know before season 7, so I have no clue what CBR stands for. But I got to give them credit while I'm reading off their website. But you have to remember with Cersei, back in season 5, they did that flashback when she was a kid and she went to that old witch's hut with her friend and got her prophecy. The witch's name was Maggie the Frog to be exact, and they had to pay in blood. And she asked 3 questions, and I'm reading this verbatim so I don't mess this up. When she'd marry the prince, if she'd be the queen, and if she and the king would have children. Maggie predicted that she'd marry the king, that she would be the queen until a younger, more beautiful queen takes it all away from her, and finally she'd have 3 children of all of whom would die. So she's
that's pretty on point.
Completed. Yeah, that's all completed. So now she has, this is all what she's always, now she doesn't know what's going to happen. She knows that he was right.
Yep.
They said almost everything Maggie predicted has come to pass. I'm like, wait a second. They have everything let's see. All that's left is someone younger and more beautiful to take her down from her. Oh, okay. So they're not saying that when Marjorie married her son.
No, because she killed her. She got rid of her.
Right. So they're saying that part of the prophecy is still waiting to be. So we're talking. It could be. It could be younger, beautiful. It could be Daenerys Targaryen, because we know that she is on her way. We know we saw her last at the end of season 6, riding in the fleet, heading that way, and she's got her, and it's her with the Greyjoys, because Theon and Yara came to see her right before everybody moved on. So that they are all on their way back. Tyrion's with her, of course. Varys is with them as well, because he had snuck his way that way, and with all 3 dragons, all the Unsullied, and the fact that she owns all of the Dothraki, so she's bringing a pretty and all the Ironborn that Theon and Yara. So she has a fairly formidable force heading in its way towards King's Landing.
And King's Landing is all kinds of fractured.
Oh, there's nothing there, and there's no way that army has any sort of like will to fight. They've been fighting for years already, and there
or allegiance.
Or well, true, very true.
Yeah.
How could you? Well, very.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Like the Lannisters have always been pay for hire, but they're kind of out of money, out of like all their debts are coming due.
And we know that they're broke. I don't remember which season it was, but we know there was talk of how broke they actually were. Money wise. Let's see. Who else? Who else is out there we haven't talked about? Well, you have let's see, Sam and Gilly. He's at Old Town now, so he's got his dad's sword. He's in Old Town, and he's doing his thing there with all the learned folk. So he's out of the way for a while. I'm sure he'll come into play at some point. And we do know, back to our earlier part of the conversation, we do know that Dany does make it somewhere into Westeros, probably where they have it pointed where she's going to go, because they have a whole map here that's fantastic. But they have, she makes it to land somewhere, because you saw it in a trailer coming that came out a while back. So.
Yeah, and then we got to figure out where Arya is going on her little massacre.
Yeah, how did hers? I don't actually. I know that I remember all of her crazy stuff that happened in the House of Black and White and all that. And then where did she head from there? Do you remember?
I don't think you know.
We don't know. Okay, so.
Yeah, I think she just killed what's his face and fed him his kids, and then it was kind of like move along to the next story arc kind of thing, and then probably have to circle back to her coming this season.
Right. Yeah, the little travel path from season 6 shows her at Braavos with Jaqen H'ghar, and then getting back across, and then she's at the Twins. So she's heading to the Twins, I guess, is what they're saying here in this picture. I don't know. The Twins being... Oh, because she killed Walder Frey. Because I
Yeah,
didn't know how.
yeah.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I remember that.
That's the old guy I was talking about.
Right, that
Yeah.
old guy. Well, she also killed. Well, the guy she killed the guy when he was over at Bravos. Which one of the other I forget the guy's name now. There's so many names in this.
Who? What?
The guy
Which one are you talking?
when she was rolling in is like when the guy that kept ordering girls. Remember that when she was.
Oh yeah. She killed the new Kingsguard guy, or the guy
Right,
that got
he-
kicked. Yeah, the guy that got kicked out or whatever it was. Yeah,
Right. So he was before she killed Walder Frey. So
yeah.
okay, let's see. So that brings us to some Starks. That's good. That's good. So you've got Jon. So Jon is no longer part of the Night's Watch. That's good. He's back at Winterfell with Sansa. So I'm sure there'll be some sort of they're all happy and together now, but at some point someone's going to say, well, you're not, you're a bastard and I'm, True Blood. And of course we already have the reveal that I wouldn't call it a reveal, but they pretty much just did it with the flashback in the show that he is not actually Ned Stark's son, as he is Lyanna, is that right? I should know.
I have no idea.
The sister.
What's if it's?
Yes.
Could not tell you. Too many names. Too many names.
Right. But so we know that he is the bastard son of Lyanna Stark, if I'm correct with the name, and one of the Targaryens.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the Targaryens.
Well, I think I think it was the Mad King.
He's one of his sons, not him, not the king himself. That dude's old and busted.
Well, who are his sons?
I'm not.
This would have been way back.
Well,
This-
yeah,
it had-
back when she was when she was kidnapped. Yeah, but
Yeah.
But Jaime killed that king all at the same time all this happened. So and that guy was already old.
Yeah, she was already. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I bet you, she was impregnated by that king, and then Jaime killed him. Before, and no one knew about her being pregnant by him, and that's why she was like, you have to keep it a secret, or big old fat king that got killed by the boar would kill him.
Robert Baratheon, yes. But
Yeah.
You are. I just googled it while you were talking just to make sure, and Rhaegar Targaryen is one of Dany's brothers. So he was the prince. He supposedly kidnapped Lyanna, which I was right. I was right with the name Lyanna Stark, and she was supposedly, because he was the one that had her in the tower in the flashback scenes we saw while Brandon was doing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I thought that was the Mad King or whatever his name was the guy that had her in there. I didn't realize he had brothers and whatnot.
Yeah, no, he's siblings is just I think it's the only brother, so our only son, and because the other one is dead. Okay, so you have. Why are they saying? Wait a second. They're using wrong images on Google. Don't mess with me, Google. This isn't right. Right, no, that's right. It's Rhaegar, because the other one was the brother that she was already hanging out with. Anyways, I don't know why they don't have him listed here as the other sibling. So, anyways, but yeah, so that's the whole mess up thing. But it just depends. He's a bastard no matter what it is. But it does mean that he does have dragon's blood in him, which also means that this is the whole other like conspiracy theory that throughout the books and throughout the show is that you have to have 3 dragon riders. So you have Dany, and they think the other one is going to be Jon at some point. And then the third person, you know who the third person they're talking about is? For the third dragon rider, the third Targaryen?
I think it would be oh, come on, man. The little midget guy. What's his name?
Thank you. Yes, that's correct. You are
yeah.
Tyrion. You are correct.
Tyrion, there we go. Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, he's supposedly the third. He's supposed because there's all kinds of things that his dad says to him numerous times about
Yeah, like
proving
about
or
if I could
lying.
prove it. Yeah.
Right. We all think that he is a product of a extramarital relationship. Nice. Now I'm gonna mute my computer too. But yeah, that's definitely going to be an interesting thing if it turns out that way. And I wonder if we'll even get there this season. I don't know if she's going to make it because I have a feeling that while normal seasons were waiting for the episode 8 or 9, depending on how it was, for it to be the big battle scene, I don't think they're going to. One, there's only going to be, I think, 7. Yeah, there's only 7 episodes this season, so I think we're just going to have like every other episode is just going to be a massive just battle or crazy. Just it won't be like, oh, that one episode. It's going to be like every other episode, like filler, badass episode, filler, badass episode.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be like one of those movies where it kind of tells the story from all angles and it all like ties together, but it'll just be epic like showdowns from everybody. You know, like finally.
Exactly. Let's see what else is. So we talked about Brandon. Him and Mira are still north, but they're working their way down. We know that Hodor died. We know that Three-Eyed Raven died last season. We know Sansa and Jon are at Winterfell. We know Davos Seaworth is at Winterfell as well. We know Rickon died. Rest in peace. We know Ramsay Bolton died. Too bad. We know.
Sorry, but at the same time, he played a really good bad guy.
So,
like
those ones that you just love to hate are just few and far between. They're so great. They're the best villains. The best villains that you truly hate.
Another guy whose career will be on ice for a couple of years because everybody will hate him from that, and like it'll take him in some other role for them to be like, oh, he's not a crazed maniac in real life, and like get acting roles.
Or just own it and play that the rest of your life as your career. Like I just play the crazy kid. That's fine. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see who's floating around that we don't really know where they're going. We just saw them walk off, and then that's it. So you've got the Red Witch, Melisandre.
Well,
she got exiled. John said GTFO of Winterfell, and she just rode off. So she's somewhere just kind of getting ready. You know, she's a marionette. She likes to play people, so she'll find somebody to attach on to.
Oh yeah, and what about the Mountains brother?
Oh, he also is one that's just kind of he was out there hanging with.
Yeah, just out there in that church, and then they got raided, and then he was with that.
The Brotherhood of Banners, right?
Yeah, there for a minute, and
I think he's still with them. I think.
Yeah, I think he's still there. I don't think they actually like showed him leaving yet.
Right. Yeah, good old Beric Dondarrion. Oh man, with the flaming sword. He needs to be in more battles very soon this season. I need to see a lot of that flaming sword. Another person floating around for no reason. Well, he has a reason. Jorah Mormont, otherwise known as the Friend Zone Elite.
Yeah, and plus he's all Stonehand and whatnot.
Right. He's definitely. Dany sent him to find a cure. Like, hey, go cure cancer. Okay, sure. I'll be back late. Just hang on. I'll be right back. So he's off on a quest. We do know that Grayscale has been stymied in the past because of I'm blanking, the other Baratheon, his daughter, before he lit her on fire. She had the same thing, and they poured all of his acid, everything he had into it, and they were able to stymie it. So just she had the scarring on her face, but that was it. So there is a treatment out there for something, but I'm not sure if he's on the right side of their world to do it. We'll see. I think he's going to be a here and there, but not a whole bunch this season. There's too much going on. Too much.
He'll probably run back into the Red Witch somehow.
God, they're yeah. That would be interesting. That's a long way. I don't know where he's going, but she's way up north. And we all,
Yeah.
of course, all this looming over is the Night King, the White Walkers, all them heading. I mean, winter has come. That is the We are finally done saying winter is coming. Winter has come, and it is here, and we are not a moment too soon. So all this stuff. So I think it's just going to be great. It's going to be such a great season. I just can't wait. And we're gonna try to put a podcast out every hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday, so we have time to watch it for fun, watch it for the show, and then tape the show and then try to edit it. So we'll see how that even turns out. But yeah, we're gonna try to get this podcast out once a week throughout the season of Game of Thrones, and we'll pick another show. Maybe we'll start taking a look at what you guys talk to us on Twitter. If you guys want to find us on Twitter, we're at Two Dads Review. If you can't really tell, we're just two dads. We just want to talk about the shows we like. We want to talk about the movies we like. We talk about the video games we play. Corey has a streaming channel. You want to go ahead and plug some of the places that you're on?
I'm just on Twitter under SlothBear35 and Mixer streaming on there at SlothBear35. I just try to get out there and play games and help people out and meet some new friends.
Nice. And we're our podcast. I know you found, if you're listening to us now, you found one location that we're at, and it's not going to be a surprise that we're on the only places that allow you to freely upload stuff and don't have to pay for anything yet. So, because we're just trying this thing out. So, but if you aren't on this one, we're on SoundCloud, we're on Buzzsprout, we're on Spreaker, we're also on Blog Talk Radio and Podomatic. Those are the 5 places you can find us at currently. If this thing turns into anything, we'll make it better places that's easier to find. But right now, we'll just build a loyal following of the smaller communities.
That works. Sounds good.
Sure does. So we want to thank everybody for staying on this long for our little teaser trailer, just talking a little bit of season 6. I think we covered most of the folks that we need to. Tomorrow night's going to be insane. By the time you're listening, it's probably going to be Sunday, so we're definitely ready to rock and roll. So thanks to everybody for listening, and we hope to catch you on the next podcast.
Yeah, take care, guys.